Hello everybody and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. So for today's reading, we are going to be getting you some helpful messages and guidance for this Mercury retrograde that we are currently in. And I'm going to be getting you some tarot, but I'm also going to be pulling you some oracle as well. And there will be a short little pick a card portion at the end of this video. So if you're interested in that, the timestamps for that will be in the description box below. And then a little disclaimer before we get started, this is going to be a general reading, so if everything doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Just take whatever resonates and leave whatever doesn't. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to move these oracle cards to the side for right now while we get you some tarot. Okay. And then I'm going to be getting you the tarot cards out, and then we'll talk about them, but I probably will wait until we get a good amount of cards out to start talking about them. Okay, ooh. And sorry if it takes me a little bit to get these looking straight. I'm trying to get used to being good at that, but I'm kind of not really that good at it right now. So, all right, let's get you some more cards. All right, and a couple more. Wow, okay, so we're getting a lot of major arcana here. All right, and then I think I want to do one more. Ooh, okay. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so this is all making sense with the current Mercury retrograde going on right now. So first we have the reversed Nine of Pentacles. So what that's telling me is you may be feeling a little bit blocked right now. Maybe you feel like you aren't really sure what to do to make the right decisions, maybe in your career, in what you create. Maybe just where you put your efforts in general. Like maybe you feel like you're not doing enough. Maybe you feel like you're a little stuck. Maybe you feel like you need to be doing something different and you're not really getting to the place you want to be with that. But with the High Priestess, I think you just really need to connect with yourself, your inner self, your higher self. Maybe, you know, connect to your intuition a little bit more. Just really get in touch with that, because right now you may be feeling confused. You may be being misunderstood by other people, or maybe even yourself. And so just really getting deep in that connection and really strengthening it during this time is going to be really beneficial for you. Because I think if you really work on connecting and strengthening that right now, that's going to be able to give you the answers and the guidance that you need to maybe not feel so stressed and stuck in situations. And I think this Page of Wands is telling you to not forget your potential, to not forget your passion, because during this time things may be a little confusing to you, and if you're feeling maybe a little bit frustrated, maybe that can make you start to question. I just realized I'm making this more crooked than it needs to be. But yeah, you may be feeling a little bit frustrated and maybe flustered, and that can maybe lead to some negative thinking towards what you're trying to create and do, and it can possibly lead to maybe not wanting to do that as much. And so I think what you need to not forget is your passion and why you began doing this, why you set out to do this, because this can be a very chaotic time for your mind, and I think it's important to keep that in sight, like keep that in your vision at the moment, like why you started doing this, why you love doing this, why you started maybe putting in this work, putting in this effort, like where you wanted to reach, and like the goals you wanted to achieve with that. So I think you really just shouldn't lose sight of that at this time, because with the Empress as well, I think you have a lot of potential to build a lot of beautiful things in your life, and right now you may be a little bit discouraged and feeling like that may not be working out for you, but it is. And it may be working out for you in its own way, like some rocky situations may come up, some bumps, but that may all be a part of making you stronger and aligning you with your path. And then we've got the World card, which I think is telling you to really, really remember the big picture. Remember why you're doing this. Remember all the great things in your life, what fulfills you, what brings you happiness, what brings you joy, and like where you ultimately want to be. So don't let your vision get fogged or clouded during this time. Make sure that you're keeping your mind on the bigger picture, on like what is fulfillment to you, how are you going to get there, and are you like, make sure that you're persevering through this maybe difficult time or maybe chaotic time in your mental state, like maybe in like what you how you're choosing to do things, or like how you approach things and things like that. That may be a little bit difficult or confusing to you right now, and I think it's important that you persevere through it and you just keep looking for the best solution and listening to your intuition and remembering the bigger picture and how you're going to get there. And just have patience with this. It's going to pass. And just, and then just focus on your balance. Focus on what you can control in your life. Focus on nourishing yourself and your mind, and making sure that you're staying positive and like just staying optimistic and looking for the best way to deal with situations or approach situations and things like that. And then with the Knight of Swords, with feeling how you're feeling right now, you may be feeling chaotic or kind of overwhelmed right now. And so make sure that you're not making rash decisions, or that you're not going head on into things. And also, I feel like this is another thing I should tell you. Like, be cautious of maybe people around you that maybe do things or say things without thinking, because they may also be affected by this time, and they may say things or do things that are kind of out of pocket. And just don't let that bother you. Don't let that make you lose sight on what you're doing, where you're going, and what you know you're worth to be, and what, you know, just don't let it like ruin your confidence and your drive to get to where you want to be. Because this right now, like, because I feel like it is something like to do with what you create, maybe like your job, or what maybe something you create that you're passionate about. Like, you may be feeling a creative block, or just like a block in not really like going to the next step, maybe, or taking the next step. And I think this is like either something that you're already passionate about and working on, or maybe something you're currently doing to work towards your passion so that you can start pursuing your passion. My hand looks kind of, oh my goodness, the light is making my hand look so weird in the shadow. But yeah, it may be something that you're doing to start to get to your passions. I'm going to try to keep my hand out of that area because that does look pretty weird. But yeah, so I just really think that you shouldn't lose sight of that. You shouldn't give up on that. You should really focus on that and kind of hone in on that, and make sure that you're not letting maybe everything around you, and maybe if you're overthinking, or maybe your thoughts are overwhelming you, just make sure that you're not losing sight of that. And at the end of the day, you're grounding and centering yourself and saying, okay, what am I going to do to, you know, bring myself some inner peace, some inner calm, some inner knowing on what to do, like with the High Priestess. Yeah, I just think that you need to persevere through maybe any difficulties that you may be having, or maybe that are surrounding you. I don't really think surrounding is the right word that I want to use. Like, that are around you. Okay, but I think we're ready to get some oracles, so let's go ahead and get some oracle from this deck. All right. Ooh, okay. So we have your commitment is being tested. So that is going along with kind of what I was saying with the reverse Knight of Pentacles. Like, you may be feeling like what you're doing isn't enough, or it's not really leading you to where you want. But that just, I feel like, is because it's a chaotic time right now. Like, crazy things are happening, you know. So I just feel like you shouldn't be discouraged by this. And you should just really make sure that you're sticking to your vision. You're sticking to what you want to pursue. I'm not really, I think I might want to move this down. I'm not really liking how that's, we're just going to go with the messages for now, and then we'll maybe work that out later. So then we have emotions are running high. I don't feel like I finished what I was going to say there. But yeah, just like make sure that you're focusing on your vision and what you're doing and what that is going to lead you to and how it's going to lead to accomplishing your goals and leading you down the path that you want to go down. So yeah, emotions are running high right now. You may be feeling a lot of things. You may be feeling some things that are overwhelming you and that are maybe causing you some stress. And I just think that you need to not be fazed by it. You may not be able to fully control it because, I mean, I feel like you can do all that you can, and I think you should focus on doing that, like trying to stay in control of your emotions and have a level head and, you know, really be clear, have clear thoughts at the moment. But at the time, it might be really hard for you to accomplish that with everything going on, or maybe the overthinking that you're doing or overwhelming thoughts that are happening. So I think you just need to stick with it, you know, let the emotions run, deal with it, you know, process it and think, you know, okay, well, you know, what does this mean for me? What do I need to do to maybe make myself feel better, or to, you know, fix this feeling so that I can turn it into a positive feeling? You know, things like that. I just think that you need to persist and get through this, because this also may be a time for you to gain more strength and more inner power. You know what I mean? Like you can just gain more willpower and ambition and strength from going through these emotions and maybe dealing with what you're dealing with and overcoming them. I'm still trying to figure out how oh, that's pretty crooked. Sorry. Okay. I don't know if that bothers other people like as much as it bothers me, but I just don't want you to be like looking at something unsatisfying. Anyways, okay. So then we have believe in the impossible. So if you're feeling like something may not be achievable to you right now, or things aren't aligning for you, don't think that way. Believe in the impossible. Believe that your craziest dreams and maybe you know what you want to bring into your life. If you know people around you or maybe even yourself is telling you that, you know, oh, that's not possible, or that's not accomplishable for me right now, don't think that. Believe in the impossible. Start bringing that energy to you to where you can bring what you want. You're bringing what you desire. Okay, sorry if that looks off, but I think we're gonna rock with that right now. Okay, and then we have it's time to take action. So I think that just means just do whatever you can to persist through this time, to keep the efforts that you're putting in consistent and as strong as you can possibly make them. Even if you're feeling overwhelmed or maybe a bit distressed or confused, just keep doing whatever you can to maybe heal yourself if that's something you need to do, like kind of bring some positivity and light and wisdom into your life, and just really focus on your vision. Don't lose sight of your vision during this time, because it's important that you keep it and you keep doing what you're doing. Because like I said, with your commitment is being tested, you may be going through this difficult time. Just sort of realize your own strength and what you can get through and how you can create solutions. So yeah, I think it's very important that you focus on your vision and persist through. Okay, let's get you some oracle from this deck. Okay. What do we need to know? This Mercury Retrograde. All right. Okay, so, oh, okay, we got two cards here. All right. So first we have peace. So I think finding your own inner peace, and maybe outside things that bring you peace, like things that you do, and maybe like hobbies you can go out to do. I just think it's important that you find ways to bring joy and like calmness into your life, so that you can de-stress from maybe these thoughts or emotions that you might be having, and just make sure that you're finding ways to bring peace into your life. And then we have memory. I think that's telling you to don't forget your ambition, don't forget your drive, don't forget, also don't forget how to calm yourself down. Like if you know ways to calm yourself down and to bring peace and joy, don't let this confusing time and, like I said before, I keep saying the same words, but like chaotic time, if it's chaotic, you may forget things or things might slip your mind. Don't forget what's important to you. So keep reminding yourself of why you're doing this, what you're doing, what you want to accomplish, and what brings you joy and happiness to keep you like well balanced at this time. And then we have faith. So you just need to have faith that everything's going to work out, because this is all going to end up working in your favor. This is going to align you with your path. This is going to make you stronger. This is going to allow you to find new ways to maybe make resolutions in situations, in your own problems. Maybe you can help other people with their problems. I just think this is going to be a really good time for you to gain strength and also persistence. And this is going to be a good thing for you to look back on and say, okay, I did this, I was strong then, I can be even stronger now. Oh, and then on the bottom we have persistence. I was going to pull you one more card, but which I think I'm going to do, but yeah, on the bottom we have persistence. So just make sure that you aren't giving up and that you aren't losing the energy and the passion for what you love based on this kind of crazy time. Wisdom. So really look for that inner wisdom. Like, if you have spirit guides, maybe look to them for wisdom. If you like to look to yourself for wisdom, maybe connect to your higher self or your subconscious, and maybe figure out what you need to release, what you can do to make yourself feel better, what you can do to bring more light into your life, what you can do to bring more wisdom into your life. Just really make sure that you're connecting with yourself and that all the things around you aren't overwhelming you too much to the point where you lose sight of yourself, your goals, and kind of what you're doing. Because I also think it's important to note that you have a lot of power in your intuition. You just may not feel like you do at the moment. And there's a lot of power in thinking positively into the future and maintaining balance in what you're doing. So I just think that you really need to make sure that you're sticking through this time, that maybe if you're feeling these, maybe feeling like these feelings or like thinking these thoughts, just make sure you're doing what you can to make a resolution for yourself and to figure it out and to try to take the next step. Like take it piece by piece, but keep trying to work up that ladder and make the next steps to get to where you need to be. Alright guys, well I think that is going to do it for this reading. There is still going to be a pick a card portion after this, so if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and go to the description box and find the timestamps for that. But I just want to go ahead and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me for this reading. I really hope that you resonated with it and that you can take some helpful messages and guidance away. If you did enjoy it, I really hope to see you in another one of my readings, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys. Alright, welcome to the pick a card portion of the reading. So we have group number 1, we have group number 2, we have group number 3, and then we have group number 4. And if you need a little bit of time to kind of decide which group you want and feel the energies, if that's what you want to do, you can go ahead and pause and take your time. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and give a short little rundown. I've got one card here for you based on the group that you picked, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on the message. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, but pause if you need to, if you want to feel the energies a bit more. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So group number 1. Bring in the light. Make sure that you are doing what you can to bring in light and positivity and happiness. Do things that make you happy. Do things that bring you joy. And I think you should kind of be in the mindset of maybe attracting light and positivity and happiness. And I feel like the more you focus on attracting that energy and putting your energy in that, I think the more you're going to get it right back to you. So yeah, really just focus on bringing in that light and loving energy. Maybe spread it a bit more to the people around you. During this time of Mercury retrograde, it can lead us to, there's a bit of construction going on outside, I think. So sorry if you hear that. But yeah, Mercury retrograde can lead us to maybe not have the greatest forms of communication during this time. So maybe just focus on bringing more light and positivity into conversations and into the energy around you. And not only that, but to yourself as well. And I think it's going to be really beneficial for you during this time. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 2. All right, group number 2. Take action. So I think there may be a chance that you might be feeling discouraged or maybe low energy at this time, or maybe if you're feeling a bit stuck and things like that, that can maybe lead you into a stagnant place where you're not really sure what to do. But I think it's important that you do whatever you can to sort of get yourself out of these situations. Try to find solutions and resolutions and things that you can do to maybe make your situation better or to lead it in the direction that you want it to go. Maybe if you're dealing with some negative things, figure out how you can either turn your mood or your energy into positives, or how you can turn that situation into positives. Just take action. If you're feeling down or something, or if you're feeling like you're dealing with a difficult situation, do what you can to make that situation have a positive resolution to it. So if you're feeling a bit discouraged, that's okay. Just do whatever you can. Maybe ground yourself, center yourself, really find that power again, so that you can do what you need to take the action that you need to end up with the results that make you happy. All right, I'm going to move on to group number 3. All right, group number 3. Set strong boundaries. So, oh my gosh. So there's construction going on outside. I said that in a previous group, but if you were not there for that, then you would not know. There's construction going on, so I apologize for that, but hopefully my loud talking will drown that out, because I do talk loud. But yeah, set strong boundaries. Make sure that you make sure this overwhelming time isn't making you loosen up on your boundaries. Really make sure that your boundaries and what you think is okay and what is not okay, and what energy and things and people you want around you, make sure that stays in place. Don't let yourself get walked over or run around. Make sure that you are setting strong boundaries for yourself and for your goals and for what you need to do and who you need to be in order to make a positive outcome for yourself. But also make sure that you're not harming anyone, of course, while you're doing it, or taking anyone down or anything like that. Make sure you're make sure that if you're setting strong boundaries and you're kind of setting those boundaries not only for yourself but for people around you, make sure that you're doing it in a gentle, calm way, and in a way that other people can understand it. And you may need to do it in a way that you can understand it as well, so that you can process it and really have those boundaries set in stone in your mind and during this time. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 4 now. So group number 4, protect your energy. There may be people around you or just situations around you coming for your energy and maybe trying to dull it, maybe trying to throw some negative energy on it, but you don't have to let that happen if you don't want to. Just focus on your energy, focus on positivity, focus on your goals, focus on your light, and focus on making your energetic field strong. Recognize that you have strong energy and you have strong power, and you have the power to deflect all negativity and to only bring positivity into your life. And if something negative does come at you, figure out how you can deal with it. Figure out how you can create a positive solution to that negative situation that has come upon you. I think I just sounded weird there for a second. Sorry. I had a little cough. I think they're at the end, but okay. Yeah, just make sure that you're protecting your energy and you're not allowing this Mercury retrograde, you're not allowing chaotic energy or overthinking or maybe people around you, arguments, anything like that. Make sure that you're not letting it mess with your energy. Make sure you're staying positive, that you're staying ambitious, that you're focusing on what you need to do, where you need to be, and things like that. So just make sure you're focusing on that and building that strength up in your energetic field, because you can do it very easily. Just think it, believe it, and it'll happen for you. So, okay, sorry about that. I was trying to straighten them out, but I don't think I did a very good job. So we're gonna end this here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the pick a card portion of the reading, and that you could take some helpful guidance away from this. I really hope you enjoyed it, and that I can see you again in another one of my videos. So have a great day, guys. Bye.